One of the biggest misunderstandings about men is that when they are in bed, it's all about the physical. That it's purely biological, a release, an instinct. But that idea completely misses the mark when we're talking about a man who is deeply in love. Because when a man truly loves you, when his heart is all in, it's not just about the act. It's about the experience, and more importantly, it's about you. Here's what happens. The moment love enters the equation, a man's entire motivation shifts. It's no longer just about what he gets out of the moment. It becomes about the emotional exchange happening between the two of you. He stops seeing it as something that begins and ends in bed and starts treating it as a reflection of how deeply he feels for you. That's when it becomes less about performance and more about presence. He's not rushing. He's not trying to impress you with some perfect choreography. Instead, he's listening, he's observing, he's tuning into how you feel, how you're responding, what lights you up, and what makes you feel truly cared for. And he cares not just about whether you're having a good time, but whether you feel safe whether you feel beautiful, whether you feel like the most treasured person in the world in that moment. That's the shift, and it's a powerful one, because when a man is deeply in love, he realizes that what happens in bed is a mirror of the emotional space he's creating in the relationship. So he's not just there to touch your body, he's there to honor your trust. That means that if something's off, he's going to notice. He's going to ask. He'll sense when you're not fully in it, not because he feels rejected, but because he wants to understand you. That care for your experience, that curiosity, that willingness to pause and check in, that's what sets him apart. That's what love does. It's also what makes intimacy deeper than just physical pleasure. Because let's be honest, physical chemistry is easy. You can have that with someone and still feel emotionally empty afterwards. But when there's real love and he's showing up with his heart, you feel that difference. There's gentleness, there's intention, there's a kind of quiet communication that says, I'm here, I'm with you, you matter. And even if nothing is said out loud, that message comes through so clearly. You don't feel like a performance partner, you feel like a priority. And I want to say something else here. When a man is truly in love, he doesn't just care about making you feel good in bed. He wants to make you feel valued. He wants to make you feel respected. That includes being attuned to your needs, yes, but it also means respecting your boundaries. It means never pressuring, never assuming, never taking. It means seeking connection through consent, tenderness, and mutual care. That kind of man, when he's in love, sees intimacy as a sacred space. It's not about taking, it's about giving, sharing, growing closer. You'll notice he's more patient too, that he's not frustrated if things don't go perfectly, or if you're not in the mood. He doesn't make you feel guilty or make it about his needs, because he's not just chasing an outcome. He's seeking an moment with you. He knows that what you share together behind closed doors is an extension of the love you're building outside of it. And he treats it with that level of reverence. Even the way he looks at you changes. When a man is in love, there's a softness in his gaze. Not a hunger to conquer, but a kind of awe. Like he's grateful just to be near you, to be trusted by you, to be close enough to hold you in your most vulnerable state. That look, that's not lust. That's love showing up on his face, and you can feel it in every touch. So if you're wondering how to tell the difference between a man who's just enjoying the moment and one who's truly asterisk in it asterisk with you. Pay attention to this. Is he trying to impress, or is he trying to connect? Is he focused on how asterisk he asterisk feels, or on how asterisk you asterisk feel? Does he see this as just sex, or as something that deepens your bond? The answers are subtle, but they're everything, because when he's in love, being with you in bed is no longer about ego. It's about intimacy. It's not about checking a box. It's about building trust, deepening the connection, and showing you in the most honest, quiet way possible. Asterisk, I love you, I see you, and I'm here for more than just night. Asterisk, that's how you know. Something changes in a man when he's truly in love, especially in the quiet moments after intimacy. You see, when there's no real emotional connection, that moment after can often feel empty. He might turn over, grab his phone, fall asleep, or disengage entirely. And while that might not always mean he doesn't care, it does reveal something about where his heart is. Because when a man is deeply in love, that moment after becomes just as important as everything that came before. He doesn't roll over and shut down. He doesn't immediately retreat into his own world. He leans in. He stays close. He wants to be near you, and not just physically, but emotionally too. In those moments, he's not just lying next to someone he's attracted to. He's lying next to someone he adores, and he doesn't want that connection to end when the act is over. He wants it to linger, to breathe, to stretch out into something even deeper. That's why you'll notice a different kind of energy in him. He'll hold you longer. His hand won't drop away like it's finished its job. It stays on your waist, your back, your arm, wherever he can keep contact. Because to him, this isn't the end of something. It's a continuation, a moment of stillness, yes, but filled with so much unspoken emotion. And it's in that stillness that something really beautiful happens. Presence. He's not just physically next to you. He's emotionally with you, and that's rare. That's love. A man in love wants to be close to you in your most unguarded state. He wants to protect that version of you, the soft, relaxed, real version of you that only shows up in these intimate moments. He sees that as a privilege, and so, instead of retreating into silence or distraction, he opens up. Maybe not always in big dramatic ways, but in small, meaningful ones. He might pull you closer, whisper something simple like, "You're amazing," or "I love being here with you." And even if he says nothing, his presence says it all, that he's not done being close, that just being near you means something. You see, love makes space for after. When he's deeply in love, he doesn't see sex as the peak. It's not the goal. It's just one expression of something bigger, and the moments afterward become an extension of that love. He wants to hear your voice, your thoughts, your feelings. He wants to talk about random things, laugh with you in the dark, maybe even share something vulnerable. Why? Because this is where the walls are down. This is where the connection deepens. And if you really pay attention, this is also where he shows you how safe he feels with you. Because in love, men don't just want to be protectors, they want to be held too. They want to be accepted in the quiet, raw moments where there's nothing left to prove. So if he starts talking about something that's on his mind, or if he gets a little more honest than usual, understand, he's not just talking. He's trusting. He's saying, "I feel close enough to you to bring you into this space." And I'll tell you something else. When a man is in love, he doesn't measure the value of intimacy by what happens physically. He measures it by how connected he feels afterwards. That's why he's not in a rush to move on. He lingers. He stays in that bed a little longer. Even if he has things to do, places to be, he wants to stay in that space with you. Because that stillness, those minutes, that hour afterward, that's where he feels closest to you. He might stroke your hair. He might ask you how you're feeling. He might just lie there in silence with the kind of look on his face that says, "I can't believe I get to be here with you." That's not lust. That's not habit. That's not convenience. That's love. That's a man who's all in, not just for the fireworks, but for the slow, quiet embers that come afterward. The part where real intimacy lives. This is the side of love that often gets overlooked, but it's so important. Because how a man behaves after tells you everything about how he sees you, and how he sees the connection between you. If he's distant, if he disconnects, if he disappears emotionally, that tells you something. But if he stays close, emotionally available, physically present, even when there's nothing left to gain, that tells you something far more powerful. It tells you his heart is invested, that he's not just showing up for the moment, he's showing up for you. And that, more than anything else, is what separates a man who's there for pleasure from a man who's there because he's deeply, truly in love. That's how you know. There's this moment in a relationship, usually when things have reached a deeper level where something unexpected starts to happen. And I say unexpected because it doesn't look the way most people imagine intimacy to look. It's not some grand gesture. It's not something steamy from a movie scene. It's quieter, it's more human, it's more real. It's the moment when a man starts letting his guard down in bed, not just physically, but emotionally. And when that happens, you're seeing something very few people ever get to witness from him, his vulnerability. Men are taught from a young age to be strong, to be in control, to be providers, protectors, leaders. But rarely are we encouraged to be soft, especially not in front of someone else, especially not in bed. But love, real love changes that. When a man is deeply in love with you, something inside of him shifts. He doesn't just want to be seen as strong. He wants to be seen as himself, the full version. Not just the confident, composed side he shows the world, but the softer side that carries doubts, hopes, and fears. And it's often in bed, when everything is quiet and the world has faded away, that he finally feels safe enough to share that version of himself. You might notice it in the way he talks to you afterward, or in the things he says when you're lying there together, tangled up with no distractions. He might start opening up about something from his past, something that hurt him or shaped him. He might admit a fear about the future or share a dream he's never told anyone else. And it might catch you off guard because it's not always polished. It might come out clumsily or with hesitation. But it's real, it's raw, and that's the point. That's not him being weak. That's him trusting you. That's him saying, "You've reached a part of me that I don't let people see." And it's scary for him. It's vulnerable, but love makes that kind of bravery possible. Because when he's in love with you, he doesn't want to just be the one who holds you. He wants to be held too. He wants to lay his head on your chest and know it's safe there. He wants to let go of the pressure to be invincible and just be, without fear of judgment. And look, vulnerability doesn't always look like tears or dramatic confessions. Sometimes it's just a man lying in bed with you, completely unguarded. Not trying to impress, not trying to be enough. Just there as he is, with his flaws, his uncertainties, his hopes. That kind of presence, unfiltered and honest, is one of the rarest things to experience, and it only shows up when love is real. You'll feel it in the way he holds you too. It's not about ownership or dominance. It's about closeness. There's a kind of softness in the way he touches you, like he's not just being physical, he's being emotional. And sometimes, without saying a word, he's communicating something like, "I don't always have it together. I don't always know what I'm doing, but I love you, and being here with you makes me feel like I don't have to pretend. That level of honesty in bed, that emotional nakedness, is more intimate than anything physical. It's him allowing himself to be truly seen, and let me tell you, for a man, that can be one of the most difficult and courageous things to do. But when he does it, it's because he's deeply in love. Because in love, we don't just want to be accepted, we want to be known. And that means showing the parts of ourselves we usually keep hidden, the doubts, the scars, the softness we've had to armor up for so long. And here's the thing, if he lets that part of himself show with you, it's because he believes you can hold it, that you won't use it against him, that you'll treat it with care, and when you do, when you hold space for that version of him, he doesn't forget it. He feels closer to you, he feels more connected. That's not just a moment of intimacy, that's the kind of emotional glue that builds unshakable bonds. So, if you've ever had a moment where the man you love opens up in bed, not just physically, but emotionally, pay attention. Don't brush it off as small talk or pillow chatter. Understand what it means. Understand the courage it took for him to do that. And understand that in that moment, he's showing you the most unfiltered, honest version of who he is. Because he trusts you, because he's invested, because he's not just in your bed, he's in this with you, heart and soul. That's how you know. One of the most telling signs that a man is deeply in love is the way he makes you feel in bed, not just physically, but emotionally, mentally, even spiritually. And I'm not just talking about chemistry or compatibility. I'm talking about something deeper. A man who is truly in love with you doesn't just want to connect with your body. He wants to make you feel seen, he wants you to feel heard, and most of all, he wants you to feel desired in a way that makes you feel completely cherished for who you are. When a man is all in, he's not focused on a routine or following some script. He's not approaching intimacy as a task. He's approaching it like an opportunity to express how much he values you. That's why, when he touches you, it feels different. It's not hurried, it's not distracted, it's deliberate. There's a kind of reverence in it, like he's taking his time not because he's trying to perform, but because he wants to fully experience you. Every emotion, every reaction, every breath. He's attentive, not just to your body, but to your energy, your mood, your comfort, that kind of awareness. That doesn't come from lust. That comes from love. A man in love starts seeing you in a way that most people don't. He starts picking up on things about you that you may not even notice about yourself, the way your face softens when you laugh, the way your eyes shift when something matters to you, the way you exhale when you finally feel safe. He notices those little things, he takes mental snapshots of them, and when you're in bed, he draws from those moments. He doesn't treat you like a fantasy, he treats you like a person he's endlessly fascinated by, and when you feel like that, when you feel truly understood, there's nothing more intimate. And desire, real desire from a man in love, isn't just about wanting to be with you. It's about wanting you to know how much he wants you. He doesn't keep that part of himself hidden. He looks at you like you're the most captivating person he's ever seen. And not just when you're dressed up or trying to look your best. In fact, often it's in the unguarded moments, when you're in your most natural state, that his love really shows. When you're lying next to him in a t-shirt and messy hair and no makeup, and he reaches over to pull you close and says, "You're so beautiful," that's love. Because it's not about perfection, it's about presence. It's about seeing you, not just the polished version of you, but all of you, and loving that fully. You see, men can be physical without being emotionally connected. That's not news. But when he's in love, it's different. It's like his heart gets involved. It's no longer about what he gets. It becomes about how you feel. He wants you to feel desired not just in the moment, but outside of it too. He compliments you in ways that go beyond the surface. He tells you the things he admires about you, not just your body, but your strength, your softness, your quirks, your spirit. And in bed, all of that comes to life, because he's not trying to impress you with moves. He's trying to create something meaningful with you. A memory, a connection, something that lingers. And I'll tell you something else. When a man loves you deeply, he pays attention to what matters to you. He remembers the things you say. He learns what makes you feel good. And he doesn't approach intimacy from a place of entitlement. He approaches it from a place of generosity. It's not, what can I take? It's, what can I give you that will make you feel loved? That's the shift. That's when you know you're with someone who cares about the experience being mutual, about you feeling just as fulfilled as he does. Sometimes that means taking things slow. Sometimes it means just holding you when you're not in the mood. Sometimes it means asking questions, listening, adapting. A man who loves you will never make you feel like you have to be someone you're not. He doesn't need you to perform. He needs you to be you, and the more honest you are with him, the more in love with you he becomes. Because for him, intimacy isn't just physical, it's a language of love. It's where he shows you, without saying a word, I see you, I accept you, and I desire everything that you are. That kind of love makes you feel safe, it makes you feel powerful, it makes you feel like you don't need to hide anything. And when you feel that, when you lie next to someone who sees your full self and still chooses you with complete desire and devotion, that's not something you forget. That's the kind of connection that stays with you long after the moment has passed. That's how you know.